Can you all hear me?
Yes, absolutely, ma'am. Lovely.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sudipto.
Yes,
Yeah, bye-bye.
Shall we start now?
okay, so we'll start. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Team Enactus ARSD welcomes all of you to today's session on setting achievable goals with Professor Sangeeta Gadhok Magan, which will be followed by an orientation session for the first year students who have just joined our college. So, first of all, I would like to welcome Professor Sangeeta Magan. Professor Magan has over 30 years of experience in training, development, and administration in the corporate and academic sector. She is currently associated with New Delhi Institute of Management, and she has 5 books on business communication to her credit. She has conducted various training sessions and faculty development programs pan India. We welcome you, ma'am. I
Welcome,
would
ma'am.
now I would now like to request Dr. Manika Jain to say a few words.
Thank you, Vriddhi. That was the president of Enactus talking to you, Vriddhi Jain. And I am Dr. Manika Jain. I am the convener of the society. And in fact, convener since its very inception. So I'm without much ado, I'll just talk about a little, how this Enactus actually thinks and works in the college, so that you people have an orientation, good enough idea about what we are trying to do here. Enactus is a team of young thinkers who believe that the sense of empathy, a spirit of empowerment, and resultant ecstasy can work wonders in creating a better world. Since its inception in April 2017, Enactus ARSD has worked towards uplifting the underprivileged and guiding them towards empowerment and self reliance through entrepreneurial enrichment. Currently, we have 4 projects, all running successfully and actively contributing to the social upgradation. From being just volunteers in the Enactus Nationals last year to participating in the competition this year, our team has started to carve a niche for itself and the college on the Enactus world map. A huge credit for our achievements and success goes to our beloved principal, Sir Dr. Gyanatosh Kumar Jha, whose constant support, motivation, encouragement, and guidance has been a reckoning force. And without much ado, I would now like to invite our esteemed guest and speaker, Professor Sangeeta Magan, to deliberate on the topic setting achievable goals. Ma'am.
Yeah, hi, good evening, all present here. Good evening, Professor Dr. Manika and the Enactus team. It's a pleasure to be with all of you today and be discussing a very important aspect, which is setting goals, and not just goals, setting achievable goals. So I have a small presentation with which I'll be able to, talk to all of you, and I'm sure we'll all be able to relate to it. And of course, if we have questions, we can take them at the end, or you can put them on the chat. Dr. Manika, I think that should be okay.
Yes, ma'am, perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly. Okay, so just give me a second and I'll share my screen.
Yes, ma'am. There is a share content button right beside the mute option, and then you can select the PowerPoint file that you have or a screen.
Okay. So, is my screen visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I'm sorry. Is it still visible?
Yes, ma'am. No,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
it got.
It got minimized.
Oh, yeah. Just hold on. I think we are still in the learning phase, all of us. At least I am. Yes. Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am, it's
You
visible.
can just put it on the slideshow mode, and we will be able to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Is that okay? Good to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, when we talk about setting goals in our life, we need to understand quite a few aspects, I feel. So, when I say setting achievable goals, achievable ones, this is very important for all of us to understand. Now, why do I put this achievable word in between? Because I feel we are the best critic of our own self. And if we introspect, we can really understand as to what I can achieve and what I cannot. But this should not stop us from dreaming. Believe me, there are always two roads, and we always come at a fork in our life. There are quite a few times when we do that. And there is one road which is taken by everybody, and there is some road which is not taken by everybody. So there are beautiful lines as well which says the road not taken. I'm sure all of us have read that poetry, a beautiful one. So, what I'm trying to say over here is that if in life you want to create a path for your own success, you really need to dare to dream first. Until and unless we dare to dream, achieve anything in life. There are so many times when people keep telling us that you cannot do this, you cannot do this because of peer pressure, because of other things in our life, because of the social pressure, parents' pressure. We sometimes have stopped dreaming and we've been killing our dreams all along. You know, I keep saying that after 10th, we take up a subject because our parents wanted it. There was social pressure, there was peer pressure, the teachers were guiding us. And we thought, okay, let me take what everybody's saying is good for me. After 12th, what happens? We are left at the mercy of the cutoff lists. There again, our dreams are nowhere. So we stopped dreaming somewhere along the line. And I'm still saying that there is a kid in all of us and we need to dream. So now, how do I really put my dreams in place? When I said achievable goals, then these are three things that are in front of us. Some goals may be too high for you. You need to know where you stand. You need to know what are your capabilities. And for that, we need to introspect. We need to understand what I am all about. Know yourself in and out. Know your passion. Know yourself in such a way that nobody else knows you. So you will know, understand that this is a target which is going to be too high for me. This is a target which is very low because it is not even challenging me to perform better. And then there is some target which is just the right one. And how do I really understand all this? So, one thing is very clear with us: whatever your mind can think and believe, you can definitely achieve it. In the famous lines by Napoleon Hill, this is a very very known and trusted fact, I would say. So we need to understand. And how do I really plan my journey is an important question. So if I have to go to a very cold place today, so probably what am I going to pack into my luggage? It is going to be very warm clothes, jackets, and everything. If I plan to go to somewhere which is like near the sea, the clothes sets are going to be very different. If I'm going to be hot, then probably the clothes are going to be different. That means my luggage that I'm carrying to a different place is always different. It cannot be a generalized thing. And unfortunately, all of us carry the same luggage wherever we go. That is why we end up saying that, okay, everybody taught us to, put goals into place, people taught us to dream, but we've never been able to achieve them. Why? Because we're going wrong with the luggage that we are carrying. So all of us sound as if we are clones right now. Yes, all of us have done a 10th, we've done a 12th, we are doing our graduation, and what next? So probably there is no differentiation in what we are doing. And this is what all of us understand. So as I said, when your target, your destination is different, the luggage that you carry over there is different. And you never go to the airport with a credit card or a debit card in your hand and say, just give me a ticket for any place that you have, a flight for. We don't say that. So we have to name a target. Similarly, in our life, we have to have a destination in mind. And until and unless I have a destination, I cannot plan my journey. I don't know which road to take. I don't know which skill set to pack as my luggage. And this becomes very important. So how do I really define the realistic goals that I can put for myself? I, number one, need to have a destination. So then I will start making a plan. So we say that the goals have to be very smart. So one, smart, specific. You should know what you really want to achieve, or you should know where you wish to go in life. How do I really know that? I need to understand that 20 years, 30 years down the line, or what is my ultimate goal in life? Where do I wish to see myself so many years later? Yes, I know all of us want to be rich, famous, and hot, and everything. Let's say uh, graduation, post graduation, a lot of money, a good job, a good house, a good personal life, and so on. But I need to understand what am I going to do to achieve all of that. So the next is that you should know how you're going to measure your progress. So we have to actually measure our progress every single moment that we are moving on that journey. Today, we have GPS systems, and we know where we are standing, and Google can tell us this road or that road. But believe me, Google is not going to help us when we are talking about our own life. Probably technology may take us there as well, and they'll tell us, okay, you want to achieve this, so you have to do this. Now the next step should be this. But as of now, we don't have that. And with the unprecedented times that we are all in at the moment, times have become even more difficult. So we need to plan even more with, checking out the most minute details of our own plan. The next thing in the smart is attainable. So the goals have to be a little, somewhat, as I said, not very high, not very low, just the right. So that should be achievable. Something, a balance has to be created between being a very easy goal or between being a lot challenging. So I need to understand what I can challenge myself, with what I can challenge myself. And then you need to understand that, is the goal of your this thing relevant? Is it going to make you relevant in the coming future? And are you putting timelines onto it or not? So let's understand what are the steps that I need to take to be reaching that goal, the smart goal that I've created. So when I say the smart goal, we put one word as relevance. Please understand, the skills that were required yesterday, or let's say a few months back, are going to become irrelevant in the coming future, because it is an ever evolving workplace that we are planning to go into. So if we are planning to achieve a goal and become some, or let's say an entrepreneur, or maybe an auditor, or maybe an HR head in a company, or whatever you want to be in your life, so we need to understand, how really am I going to achieve that? So what are those relevant skills which are needed now? So when we say everything has gone online, so there were skills which were actually the people are looking for now in the coming workforce, could be probably much different from what they were looking at in the last year. So today, probably resilience has become a very important skill. Probably today, adaptability has become a more important skill than anything else. Being stress free is becoming very important. Understanding that I can give productivity from wherever I am and whatever I am doing is becoming very important. So that the skills that we people are looking at is becoming very different. So we earlier said that it is a VUCA world. So now the times are that it has become even more volatile than it was in the previous years. So let's see how I can really achieve what I want to achieve in life. So number one is that I need to have one specific goal in my life. I cannot have one big goal and then think that I will achieve it. I need to divide it into small steps. So I have to have short term goals, I need to have long term goals, and I need to have some ultimate goal as well. But to be able to achieve that, to be able to reach over there, I need to cut down steps into my journey, and then put timelines as well. Have a checklist. But remember that Positivity is what is going to take you there. So if anywhere along the line you feel that things are not working out, I need to understand that I can recreate my own goals. There's nothing stopping us. There's no end of the world if I cannot achieve a particular thing. I can always rethink, I can always replan. And remember that asking for help is the best possible way in which you can achieve what you want to achieve. Today you ask for help. Probably tomorrow you will be able to help others as well in achieving their goals. So never be ashamed of asking for help. Over here, help does not mean asking for money or asking for any other thing. Please understand that. Asking for help over here would mean asking for guidance and invest in yourself, upgrade, upskill, and reskill yourself to be able to be relevant in the coming future. Otherwise, believe me, we are all going to become obsolete one day. And if you don't want to become obsolete, obsolete means over here that I don't want to become irrelevant. Darwin's theory, I'm sure we've all studied biology at least till 10th standard. And there was this Lord Darwin who said, survival of the fittest. So if you want to be the fittest and you want to survive or you want to perish, this is entirely up to you. So you have to learn to reskill and upskill yourself at all times. Because as I always say to my students and to wherever I go, anything which is stagnating is going to stink. So if you do not want to stick, if you do not if you do not wish to be stagnant, you have to learn to upskill and reskill yourself. Keep on learning. Continue to be a learner throughout your life. Now, then, how do I really move ahead? I will set my goal. I will make a plan. I will get to work. I'll stick to it and reach my goal. This is the kind of steps that you need to make in probably, put some chart paper or something like that in your some cozy place that you have in at your home, at your hostel, wherever you're staying. And how do I really make it when my mother doesn't want anything to be stuck on the almirah? I'm sure, like me, I wouldn't want that. But then you have an area which is just yours. And if you show the relevance to this to your parents, I'm sure they will love it. In fact, they will look forward to how you have actually moved ahead. So if you keep on making small steps over there and keep on telling them that, see, today I have achieved this, I'm a step closer to my goal. Today I'm 2 steps closer to my goal. This is how they're going to love it. Everybody is going to be proud of you one day when you achieve something. So we need to understand that if I really wish to achieve whatever I have desired, whatever I have dreamed of, then I have to be very passionate about it. Because passion becomes a very important ingredient of the success. Otherwise, the dish is going to be incomplete. You're not going to enjoy what you have achieved in life. And you will probably not even achieve it if you do not carry passion for it. So dream high is important, but having passion for that dream is equally important. Moving on, as I said, there were 2 roads. So I need to understand that, am I going to travel a path that everybody else has taken, or am I going to create a path for my success, create a path to my destination? And that will be something which is going to make all the difference. Today, or it's like herd, or a rat race that all of us are into, and all of us want to achieve one goal, which as I said in the beginning, we all sound as if we are clones. So if we do not wish to be clones, if I really need to make a mark for myself, I need to create a niche for myself, then I have to have that kind of a dream in my life that is going to make all the difference. And probably a path that has not been traveled by or less traveled by. That is all the difference that it would create in your life. I'm sure we've all seen this wonderful movie, Will Smith and Pursuit of Happiness. And there was lovely lines that I always remember and kept as a something which would motivate us. Don't let anyone, however dear that one may be, tell you that you cannot do something. Why? Because if you have a dream, and the dream is your own song that you're singing in your heart and soul, believe me, you can achieve it. And if you really have something like that, go after it. Don't let others discourage you at all. And remember, nobody needs a fan club to achieve our goals. We don't need to be pampered by anybody. We don't need a fan club at all. People telling us at every moment, wow, good. We don't need that. To achieve your goal, once you reach there, people are going to admire you. You'll get all the fan club that you ever needed. But right now, start working. Anyone, remember that. Anyone can set a goal, but not everyone can accomplish them. And that becomes very important. No, not everyone accomplishes them. And that's all that is there in the presentation. But I would love to answer questions from all of you. Any questions that you have, I would love to answer them. If you can put them on the chat, or however Dr. Manika would want this to go ahead, I'll leave it to the Enactus team.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, we do have a few questions in the chat box, and I would request others to send in their questions as well. So the
Sure.
first question that we had was, how is setting goals profitable for student life? Um,
Yes, yes. So as I said that as of now, I feel the students who are just joining the college sound as if they are very raw, and all of them are equal, at the moment. Equal in the sense as if I were to make CVs of all of you, please remember that it would sound as if they were all clones. Why? Marks at times do not matter. Nobody asks me now how much I got in my 10th or 12th or my graduation. Nobody even, unfortunately, does not even ask me which college am I from, which school did I pass out from. I want to tell people, but they don't want to listen. Why? Doesn't that make a difference? It does. It makes a difference in what I am today, definitely. Every path, every place has added something to me, but it is my dream that I'll be taking ahead. Now, what do I do with myself is what you're going to do ahead. So when you all have come to, an important college like ARSD, please remember that joining teams over here, joining Enactus or other, committees, other activities that you can take up is going to build your personality. That is very, very important, because from there we start understanding how and where I can reach in life. If you feel that only bookish knowledge is going to take us everywhere that we want to, please believe me, it is not. No company, no recruiter, no workplace needs a walking encyclopedia unless and until you're preparing yourself to go into the library or you're wanting to become obsolete. So when I say obsolete, it means you're not relevant for the future. So setting goals becomes important, because until and unless I plan to go to a destination and I plan my journey according to that destination, I will never be able to reach it. Otherwise, I will go there underprepared. So as I said, if I am going to Ladakh today, I know it is going to be bitter cold over there. And if I haven't, put that plan into place as to how am I going to go there, how am I going to reach there, and what am I going to carry in my luggage, I will not have enough things that I need over there. And hence I'll become, irrelevant. I'll die out in the competition that is there in that place. So goal setting becomes very, very important. Today, if you plan to reach, let's say, even you want to become, a member in the World Bank, or you want to become a member in UN, or some other place, whatever you want to join, KPMG, you want to join Deloitte, I need to understand where I want to go and what I need to do to reach over there. So goal setting becomes very important right from the moment you've entered today into your college. I hope that
Thank
answers
you,
your
ma'am.
question.
Yes, ma'am. The next question that we have is from Vansh. He asks, he's unable to set any goal, really uncertain about his future, not able to discover his interest and work area. And he says that he feels like the jack of all trades and master of none. So please suggest what he should do in this case.
Okay. So I would say there is a beautiful, way of understanding my own self. That is the SWOT analysis. Usually we do a SWOT analysis of companies and of products and so and so. I would advise that all of us need to sit, introspect, and understand our own self. What does your SWOT say? What are your strengths? What are your areas of improvement? I'm sorry, I cannot change the word SWOT, so I just change the way this W is interpreted because they say weaknesses. And I feel it becomes a very negative term to know my weaknesses. So I understand them as my areas of improvement. Then comes in the threats because of my areas of improvement if I have not worked upon them. And then come the opportunities that can be there in my life. So if I am a good communicator, I am a good orator, then probably I could be, doing something which is into training and development, which is into marketing, which is into, brand management and so on. If I'm very good with writing content, imagine the kind of content development that I can do. So there are areas where people are good at, and these are innate things, inherently present in us, and we are not understanding them. So there are people, there are students whom I see that they may not have anything else, as a quality they feel, but they do have a very noble streak. They get moved with every small thing that is happening again, for people and against people. So they could be very good CSR managers. Today, I mean, this again is becoming a big opportunity in the corporate world as well. Because, many years ago, or let's say just 5, 6 years ago, probably, this was not a legality. So people weren't wanting CSR managers. Nobody knew what is CSR all about. But today, people who have that social, charity or such streaks in them, they can probably go and join these places. And CSR is a part of every big company these days. So you will really have to sit with your own self, understand what you're good at, and understand and study for, let's say, first year, study everything that comes across to you, know the business world, understand the entire workplace, and then see where you fit in. This is a kind of a jigsaw puzzle, but I can solve it if I really know myself. So that's how you need to do it. Or just get a good mentor in life. And a mentor could be anybody. It could be a teacher, it could be somebody who's very senior, somebody who understands life, but gives you the perspective of a third eye. That means when in editing, if we have done editing once, twice, then we give it to the third person who has never seen it before, who doesn't know what this document is all about, and then gives a third eye and understands, okay, this is the place where we need to work on. So something like that. So you need to have a mentor who's not known to you, who doesn't know you, and whom you don't know. And then you try to discover each other, and then probably they can guide you better. Like when we have to plan a journey abroad, then we probably go to all these places like Thomas Cook and all. What do? They create a journey for us, they create an entire itinerary for us. So something like that you need in your life as well. That is why it said, never be ashamed of asking for help. You need a mentor. Each one of us needs one. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I think we are short on time, so I'm
Yeah.
clubbing two questions together.
Yeah, please.
Someone is asking, ma'am, when you were in college, what was your first step towards your dream, and how to decide on our goals? Like, can you
Okay,
just tell me
right,
about it? Yeah.
right. So see, first of all, let me just explain what I have done in very brief because I know we are very short of time. And I started off as a pharmaceutical graduate from Delhi University. So the college is Delhi Institute of Pharmaceutical Research and Sciences. Big word, uh, did that, went into the government services. I found myself, oh my God, I'm stuck. There is something that I want to do, but I'm unable to do over here because my command over the language was my hallmark. And I loved to talk to people. I loved to go into something which was called training. So I thought I could go into the pharmaceutical industry and be a trainer over there. And slowly and slowly, from hospitals to hospitality to corporate to faculty development programs, and finally, after doing everything, I found okay. Since I am good at training, so this is going to be my dream forever. It was only because I felt that I had these, these skills that could help me connect with people. Believe me, when I go for training programs, this is like online. We are not able to talk to each other. Otherwise, I've seen people connecting with me. That's just very humbly I'm saying that I've seen people connecting with me. And so the first training program actually led me to where I am today. And when I was in school, I think I fumbled in my first debate that was there on the stage. But then I took that as a challenge. I am going to be an orator. I am going to be a speaker. And I am going to do whatever it comes to doing to be a trainer and just be a speaker. So that's how I felt that I could go ahead. And believe me, as I said, recreate your goals. So I also sat down thinking, okay, if I get stuck into this pharmaceutical industry and the government sector, I'm not getting where I want to. So I had to leave it. I decided, yes, I'll call it a day. And within seconds, I took that call. And today, I don't regret. I don't regret at all. So sometimes your intuition works, sometimes your dreaming works, everything works. But you need to be very passionate about what you dream. In late Abdul Kalam ji's words, a dream is not what you see while you sleep. A dream is something that does not let you sleep. If you have that kind of a dream and that kind of a passion, believe me, you will be unstoppable. Unstoppable. So, yes, Riddhi.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So the next question that we have, ma'am, is how to decide. I think I clubbed it with your the first question itself.
How,
How
yeah.
to decide on our goals.
So that's exactly what I said, that you start introspecting, start understanding what you want to achieve in life. And if you do not understand your goal as of now, just look around, just see where people have reached, what you can do best to achieve something. Don't I would say that don't get influenced by people. There are so many times when people tell me, okay, LinkedIn, I saw this person, I'm really impressed, I am influenced. There are two different words altogether. One is impressed and one is influenced. Don't get influenced by people, please understand. You may be good at something, but the others may be good at other things as well. So just be the best version of your own self always. And as the road not taken says, that please try to create a path for your own self. Don't ever think he attained success because he went on this path or she went on this path and I'm going to follow them. Don't do that. Think for yourself. What makes you happy? There are so many times when students, after doing their MBA as well, after doing their PhD as well, they get stuck into jobs and then they feel, oh my God, I wish I had. And these are the saddest words of anybody's life. I wish I had. I wish I had, paid more attention to my own dreams. I wish I had never heard, listened to anybody else who told me that I cannot achieve this. So never let these words come into your life later. So start introspecting, start understanding what you're good at. That is important. You will definitely find a way out, when you look at your own self and understand yourself. The first thing that you need to do is know yourself in and out. Just a small question to all of you over here. I don't know how we can get an answer, but the answer can be to you yourself. How many of you are in love? In love with yourself? That is what you need to do. If you are in love with yourself, believe me, you will know what makes you happy. There are so many times that I feel, okay, the my friend sitting across me is more beautiful than me. He has more money than me. He has more of this than me. So these things are never going to make us happy, and we are not falling in love with ourselves. Take pride in what you have. Take pride in talking about yourself. Take pride in knowing yourself, knowing your skills, knowing your strengths, and understanding your areas of improvement. Work on them, and you will surely understand where your goals lie in life. And this is not just saying, I am very seriously telling you this. And if you still feel a problem, please connect over Facebook, over Instagram, over LinkedIn, wherever you wish to. I would love to be a mentor to anybody who wants me to be. I
Thank
hope
you so
that
much, ma'am.
answers.
Uh, Yes, ma'am. It was a pleasure to have you with us today, and I think
Thank you so much.
all the first year students who have joined us today will, I mean, understand and gain a lot from your valuable insights and advice,
My
and they will
pleasure.
connect with you further as well.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you,
My
ma'am.
pleasure. So
Absolutely,
God
ma'am.
bless you all. God bless you all, and all the best for your future. But believe me that before you even step onto the first step, start dreaming, not daydreaming. Start dreaming about your goals. Yes?
Thank you, Sangeeta ma'am, for such interesting words. I think no lecture or no message could have been so apt for these first years than what you have
Thank
just
you.
talked about. Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so
It
much.
was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Same
Uh,
here. Thank you, ma'am. I will exit from here, ma'am. Thank you.
okay, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Vriddhi, I think we can now continue with the orientation, the way you have planned it.
Sure, ma'am.
Yep.
Yeah. So, hello everybody again. First years, we're really excited to have you on board with us today. So, starting with Enactus, everybody, we had a ton of messages from the first years asking us about Enactus and who we are, and everybody was asking me, is it a government organization or an NGO or something like that? So, the first misconception about Enactus is that we are an NGO. No, we are not an NGO. We are a global student organization, a non for profit organization that strives to enhance social entrepreneurship and create budding social entrepreneurs and actually make them work in a practical setting, in a real life setting. So you basically design projects and work for communities who are unable to earn or are underprivileged, and then impact their lives for the better. So that is what Enactus is, and we are proudly 200 I mean 1000 plus colleges all over the world. Enactus is currently working in more than 1000 colleges all across the world, and along with that we are a strong network of over 72,000 students internationally. So if you join Enactus, the first thing is that you become a part of such a huge community, of such a huge network of people, not such of students, not just in India, but across the globe. So that is one thing. The other is that Sudipta, can you go on the next slide? So what we basically do is we design projects for the underprivileged communities, as we say, as I told you, and we cater to issues that need to be addressed in the society and design business plans and projects around it. We ideate, plan, and implement the project and then hand over the business to the communities so that they can continue earning from that. Now, coming to our college, Enactus ARSD, we started in 2017, so we are a fairly new and young society. And other Enactus teams in other colleges, some are 10 years old, some are 15 years old, but we are fairly new and we are proud of what we've achieved so far. So we have four running projects. We've impacted over 5,000 lives, and through these projects we've generated over a lakh of rupees, and all of that has gone to our beneficiaries and our communities, and they're doing really well. We have 50,000 digital impressions, and We aim to improve all these metrics in the coming year, in the coming session. And it would be great if you can contribute, if you are a part of Enactus, if you get selected, and you can help us create and expand our projects and the impact that we make. Moving on, Anushka, I would request you to take over.
Yeah, so hey guys, and first of all, congratulations on starting the new journey of your life. So, as Vridhi already told, that we established ourselves in year 2017, and so in first paragraph you'll see that there are a few qualities, young thinkers and who believe in sense of empathy. So these are a few characteristics that Enactus generates in you. Not that you should have these qualities, you can join Enactus, but these are few qualities that Enactus, through the process of the working, generates in you. And yes, we have you know we have working tirelessly, and this is the reason that we have, 4 running projects and successfully running projects in just 4 years of the small time span, because teams take quite a time to reach there. And so yes, and we can move to the next slide, Sudipto. Yeah, so great teams find a way to win, and an Actus ARSG's team has worked day and night to achieve the heights we fly at today. Already discussed a lot that yes, we work really hard. It's something you should. It's something you will get to know, that you will work. If we say today, you'll think that okay, we are flaunting, but once you become a part of the society, you'll realize that what is the level at which we are working. We are working at national level. We are having international collaborations. So yeah, and this is the final motto of our society. Even in Actors, together we all win, because it's us who are winning. It's the society who is winning. So that's the ultimate goal of Enactus ARSD. Moving to the next slide, I would request Parth to take over.
Parth, we are unable to hear you.
Hello, hello, Vriddhi.
Yeah,
All
audible,
fine.
Parth, audible.
Yeah. Okay, so before we move further to tell you about our projects, what Enactus has been doing, we would like to appreciate Dr. Gyanitosh Kumar Jha, our principal sir, and Dr. Manika Jain, our convener, for the constant support that they've been showing to the society. Our principal has constantly supported the society ever since its inception back in April 2017. He has provided us with ideas and appreciation. Various events organized by us have been a success due to the resources provided by the college, and we'll always be grateful for them to Dr. Gyanitosh Kumar Jha, our principal, and our college. Moving on to Dr. Manika Jain, our convener. Our convener has guided the society throughout its path and even represented the society at the international level at Enactus World Cup and added to the glory of the society. She has always motivated us to work hard, never give up on our belief that a sense of empathy, a spirit of empowerment, and a resultant ecstasy can work wonders in creation of a better world. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your sublime efforts and phenomenal support to the society. Sudeepta, I would like to, move on to the next slide. Yeah. So this is our team. So we have Vriddhi as our president, me, Parth Rana as the vice president, Anushka as the vice president, co-vice president, and Yash as the secretary and treasurer. We have various project heads, Sumedha as our project head for Samvedna, Tanvi for Kalakari, and Ritvik Arya for Project Srijan. We also have our marketing heads, Anukriti, and the deputy marketing head as Tuhina and Manvi. We have our research head as Shaurya and the deputy research head Sudipto. And we also have deputy project coordinator Himanshi and Muskan Saxena as also another deputy project coordinator. So take over to the projects, Tanvi.
So, yeah, so basically, you've gotten to know about our society and what we've done so far. Now, to get to know us better, basically, we have these 4 projects, as you can see. So, starting from Project Kalakari, that was our first project. our first project was Project Alabhyam, but that got converted into Kalakari, and it is one of the um, the biggest projects that we have, followed by Project Region, and both of these have been represented at the national and international level, and they've gained a lot of acclaim. Next, we have Project Samvedna, and our latest project is Project Niramya, and you'll get to know about these projects in the further slides. Tanvi, I would request you to take over.
Good evening, everyone. I am Tanvi Sangwan and I'm heading Project Kalakari. So, Project Kalakari is one of our oldest running projects. Under Project Kalakari, we work with underprivileged communities of women who are homeless or have been victims of domestic violence. So basically, we train them to be self-reliant and generate a living for themselves. Under this project, we get made canvas bags, bottle covers, and file folders using upcycled cloth or denim cloth, and we also get made floral notebooks from um, floral waste. And we are currently in collaboration with two NGOs, Damghat and Aral. Also, through our projects, we encourage empowerment and economic growth by providing employment to the socially and economically underprivileged women. Also, we are currently looking for different ideas or like new product ideas for this project. So we would love to have you on board. Thank you. I think Ritvik can take over now.
Yeah. So good evening, everyone. My name is Ritvik and I'm head of Projects Region. So Projects Region is basically related to plants and plant related products. And we have two communities as of now, which are both in RK Puram region. So uh, we have two communities. One is for the planters and the other for potters. And these two are coordinated to provide our customers with the ready-made plant products. And other than this, we are now looking forward to expand our project to more areas. Like currently, we are working on hydroponics, which is basically related to growing plants without the use of soil. So we would love to have you on board on Projects Region to help us expand and get more ideas. I guess now Sumedha will take over and explain about Project Samvedna.
Hi everyone, I'm Sumedha and I'm heading the project Samvedna. So, Project Samvedna is the CSR project of Enactus ARSD, and in this project, we try to do our bit for the society by helping the poor and underprivileged sections of the society. We are currently in association with Earth Saviors Foundation and Arun Shelter Home, where we conduct donation drives and try to put a smile on their faces by talking to them and singing with them and dancing with them. The basic aim of Project Samvedna is to give them moral and emotional support, and matlab, to put a smile on their faces basically, because that's the main goal that we want to achieve.
So Project Niramya, as I told you, is a fairly new project. We just launched it in April 2020, and it was a project that was aimed at just as a project that will tackle the new normal. I mean, the pandemic, and will be as a new way of being, I mean, traveling for in the new normal. At that time when we started the project, there were a lot of restrictions on travel, as but they've been like opened with time. So at that time we had made this kit, which consists of a sanitizer, a pair of gloves, a mask, and a set of wet wipes. So these basically are a travel health kit, because a lot of people don't have these sorts of kits, and they have to like kind of, they're all over the place in their bags, and they have to um, you know go in deep into the bags and find these items. So it was a small kit that could be attached to any bag or any handbag, and it was an on the go kit, which you can carry in metros, in cars, in, I mean, anywhere in any mode of transport. and it can provide you easy access to your masks and sanitizer, and you don't forget them. So a lot of people, when they head out, they forget their masks or sanitizers, and if you have that kit attached to your bag, you will probably not forget these things. It'll all be there. And we've collaborated with Ekjut Jamgat, which is a community of women, for this project, and we would like to develop it further, and we would like to add verticals under this project, looking at the pandemic and creating solutions to overcome it. So yeah, that is Project Niramya. Moving on, we have the flagship events. The first event that we have every year is Kaushal. Tuhina, can you explain a little about it?
Like, yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm Tuhina. So, this is our annual selling event. Last year, we had the pleasure of hosting Kaushal at Dilli Haat INA, which was, and we saw an overwhelming crowd of 1,000 plus people. And on the second day of Kaushal, we put up a stall in our college where we were totally sold out. And even in Delhi Haat, we saw an overwhelming response. Manvi, can you talk about Innovate?
Good evening, everybody. I am Himanshi. So I'll tell you about the Innovate. Innovate 2020. It was our very first ever Enactus Day, which we celebrated to celebrate the spirit of social entrepreneurship, which we actually work on. So under this, the Enactus ARSD, we had invited teams, Enactus teams spread across the Delhi NCR region to secure their spots at extensive Enactus event, so where they got a chance to not only just exhibit the gifts of perseverance and showing the proficient skills, but here everybody came together to share knowledge under various events and competitions that were held. So the competitions that were held were Envision, which was the case study competition, Enquisitor, which was the quiz competition, Enact, which was the ad enacting competition, and Enactus Fair, wherein we had all the Enactus teams to put up their stalls and sell what all innovative ideas they had. Then we also had a panel discussion, which was on a very deep topic, which was based on philanthropy. We had a pretty good number. The turnout was great, and the event was a major success. Manvi, can we have you for the further proceedings?
Hi everyone, I'm Manvi. So, talking about some of our proud moments. So, this year, for the first time, our team entered the national competition, which was hosted by Nactis India, and our video was among the top 6 most viewed and voted videos. The revenue from our project Kalakari rose from 22,000 to 40,000 in the matter of 2 years. And we also generated 20,000 rupees from our annual event, Kaushal. We also celebrated Innovate last year, which was extremely successful, and we had colleges from all across Delhi. Very recently, we also had our first ever online event, Sociopreneur Summit, which was also a roaring success. We had a workshop held by none other than Mr. Terry Turok, who is the CIO of Enactus. Riddhi, can you please take over?
Yes, thank you, Manvi. So basically, as we all told you, if you have a head for business, this is one of our favorite lines. If you have a head for business and heart for the world, Enactus is the perfect place for you. So, if you are a budding social entrepreneur, or if you want to pursue entrepreneurship in general, or are interested in it, Enactus is the perfect place for you, because we go for needs analysis, we look out for communities, and we start our projects from scratch. We build those projects with whatever resources we have, and then we sell those products that we make, or the services that we create, and whatever profits that are generated are given to the community. So there is no earning per se, but you get a feel of how projects work, how businesses work, how to start something from the very scratch and continue it further in life. So if you have that passion, if you have that willingness to create something with your own hands, start a business, I would say that Enactus is the perfect place for you. Apart from that, we have other things as well, like we have a marketing team, we have a finance team, and we have a digital team. So if you have an interest or an inclination towards any of these things, whether it's marketing, it's finance, or it's a data entry or reporting, or digital team website creation, you can join us too, because we are like all also working on these things. And I think the respective department heads can tell you about the work that they do. So Anukriti, can you start? Anukriti is the marketing head, and I think she can tell us about what we do under this particular category. Anukriti?
Yeah, hi. Hello, everyone. As Vriddhi said, I am Anukriti and I am the marketing head for this year. So I'll give you a little brief about my team. We're a team of creative thinkers, and during a time like this, when everything has shifted to a virtual platform, our work has become even more crucial. Our team mainly consists of two sub teams as of now: content team and digital team, led by my two amazing deputies, Tuhina and Manvi. So we have to constantly, come up with new ideas and strategies to market our projects and impact a wider audience. So if you think you have a creative mind and a dedication to learn, we'd love to have you on our team. Thank you.
Next, Yash, can you go about telling the students about like the finance team and what all do you do?
Sure, Riddhi. Good evening, everyone. My name is Yash Gulati. I'm the Secretary and Treasurer for Enactus RSD, and I'll also be heading the Finance Department. So, in the Finance Department, your main role would be to procure and get sponsorships and/or CSR grants. This department is responsible for the treasury work as well. So, you will be maintaining business records and as such, and you'll also be learning proposal drafting and sales technique on how to procure such sponsorships and get sponsors to agree on certain terms, and in general just memorandum of understandings and everything, collaborations and industry collaborations as well. So that is all the finance department is responsible for. Obviously there are a lot of other things as well, and as and when you become a part of Enactus and the finance department in particular, you will be learning that by me and by my deputy Muskan Saxena as well. Thank you. Shaurya,
Thank you, Yash.
can
Yeah,
yeah.
Shaurya, can you tell us about the research team and all the work that we do under in the research team?
Hello everyone, I am Shaurya and I am heading the research department for this year. So, at the research team of Enactus ARST, we strive to create and test sustainable solutions for the most pressing matters of which our society may face. Now, after identifying these issues, we brainstorm solutions and look for resources, because the main work of research department lies in looking for resources that may aid us to develop and transform that solution into a sustainable project. So, a research department is the backbone of any organization, same within Actors ARST. And here we provide information and ideas and everything that can help our organization and teammates to develop a solution into a sustainable project which can be passed over to the community. Thank you.
Sudipto, can you tell us something about the digital team also?
Hi
And
everyone,
we,
I am from
yeah.
the digital team, and we are also part of a new sub team for we are developing a website for increasing our reach as well. And in the digital team, we work from everything from making posters for the Instagram, all our social media, and as well as in the digital team, we will be now looking forward to make a website to increase the reach of our projects, our products, and also to drive some sales.
Great. So, guys,
Hello.
yeah.
Riddhi, I would like to add. So, hi guys, I'm Tuhina. So, if any of you are like have some skills in video editing, graphic designing, you are most welcome to join the team. Like, we are really looking forward for your new and amazing talents and creative ideas. Thank you.
Yes, so video editing is something that is required by all in Actors teams because we have to, send across immaculate presentations and videos to for the World Cup and other competitions. So yeah, that was an important addition. Thank you, Tuhina. Apart from that, guys, in Actors, really, when you're actually working, not in the pandemic, I mean, this has been different for us. It was a new experience for everybody. But when you're actually on ground, when you're actually in college, sometimes in Actors requires a lot of work from you, and sometimes other times we enjoy a lot, we have fun conversations and stuff like that, because in Actors is basically a family for us. Every person who is associated with an Actors sees it as a family. So we have a lot of fun, but we have a lot of work also, and if you are part of an Actors, you will have to work a lot. So that is one thing. And the people who have been asking about the recruitment process in the chat box, we will be releasing a Google form very shortly, probably towards the end of December, because we have our exams in December, in the second and third week of December. So probably in the last week of December, we'll be releasing one recruitment form, a Google form. You will have to fill it, and there will be people filtered out. I mean, the best applications will be filtered out, and the people who are selected out of those forms, those applications, will be interviewed. So that will be the stage two. Stage one will be the application. Stage two will be the interview, and then you will be inducted into the society. And I mean, if you go on the internet or Instagram, see another other Enactus societies and what all Enactus does, see the main page of Enactus, I'm sure you'll get inspired and you'll want to be a part of a society, because I mean, it is one of the best societies in college, and I can vouch for that. And the experience is something that other societies may not be able to give you. So um, that was it from us. If you have any other questions, please post it on the chat box and we'll take it up. So I see a question. What do we have to do to become a part of our digital team, become part of the digital team? So basically, if you have, the relevant skills, basically we require people to be proficient in Canva or some video editing apps. And Tuhina, can you tell us what all, Tuhina or Sudeep, to anybody, what all skills do you require for the applicants to be part of the digital team?
Hi. Basically, in the digital team, we need graphic designers as well as video editors. So for the graphic designing part, uh, the applicants must be familiar with some graphic designing tools like Canva and Photoshop or Illustrator. Anything works. And for video editing, some basic video editing. And in case one of any one of you is interested in Premiere Pro or anything like that, they are also welcome. Tuhina, please elaborate on the next part.
uh, getting that, like getting
Tuhina,
Tuhina,
your
your
voice
voice
is lagging.
again.
I think you can post a comment in the chat box. Your voice is lagging. So I'll continue, and the person who had that query can read the answer in the chat box. Going on to the next question. So, what are the questions asked in the interview? So, basically, I'll tell you about the form. So, the form has general questions about social entrepreneurship or in Actis, or maybe what can you contribute, what skills do you have, etc. Then going on to the interview questions, we might ask you to design a project, make a business plan, and it can be on one or two sheets, or it can be a presentation, and show it to us. I mean, or explain what, maybe create a sustainable development plan, or something like that. So it will be easy, it won't be very technical, but something related to business and social entrepreneurship will be asked during the interview. Um, the current strength of
The
Enactus.
interview
What?
Can I
Yes,
can
ma'am.
I add
Sure.
something? Yeah,
Yes,
a
ma'am.
lot
Sure.
of you are asking that what are the requirements for joining in the various departments in our Enactus. Let me make it very clear for you. Uh, we at Enactus believe that you are growing with the society. So the departments which you just have heard about from all these, people who have been associated with the society for the last 3 years or 2 years, we do not give you the choice to, ask for a department. We assess you over a lot of, parameters, and our induction process, our interview process is not very simple. So please do not presume that you just apply for the Google form and you will be asking for what questions are asked therein, and some of us are going to tell you that these are the kinds of questions, and the induction process will be on. uh, it's a whole lot of negative process, in the sense that we get a lot of applications, and very few are able to make it to the society, for the reason that we are looking for actual compassion and the passion which you people have with regard to working for the society. Okay, and it's easy to join in, but when it comes to working for the society, which we are working round the clock, we have been working throughout the pandemic. There have been societies in the college who did not have much of the work throughout this pandemic, but I think our fourth project Niramya, very well talks about that we have been active throughout the pandemic as well. Okay, you can see our Facebook page. You can see the commendable work which this entire team has been doing through the past 7 to 8 months, and we have not been sitting idle a single day. So a lot of work is involved, and we expect the same from every single batch which joins in. Okay, and therefore there is going to be a lot of rounds through which the scrutiny will be done, through which they are going to scrutinize you, that which department is best fitted for you. Okay, there are going to be a lot of questions which is going to give them an idea that okay, this is the department you're going to make up. Okay, so talking about that, हाँ अभी मुझे इस डिपार्टमेंट में जाना है, इस डिपार्टमेंट जाने के लिए मुझे क्या करना है, I think that will be a very naive question to ask at this stage. I hope Vriddhi will agree with what I just said.
Yes, ma'am, totally. I agree with that. You are being scrutinized because you have to be really good to be a part of an actress. I mean, even on the national and international level, if you are not one of the best students and you're not one of the most passionate students, not one of the best, but one of the most passionate students about what you're doing, I think you will not enjoy an actress, and it won't be beneficial for the society as well to have you. So yeah, I do agree with ma'am. Somebody asked what's the current strength of Enactus. So currently we are just 60 students in a team, and a lot of us are third years. So we are looking for first years who are willing to work and take our projects forward, so that we can, teach them. And the second years are already working a lot. So the first years can be taught about the projects and how we work, so that they can carry the work further and carry the projects further.
To add to this, we
Riddhi,
had
I'd like
been
to,
we
yes.
had a good number of 80 students to begin with, but as Vriddhi said, there are a lot of 30 years that have been there. So after they have passed out this year, we are now left with 60 students. Okay, and therefore we keep on recruiting every single year, because we need a good amount of team to work across these different departments, different projects all year around. Yes, continue. Yes, you were saying
Yes.
something.
Um,
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to reiterate his question that, this main strength of an actress is it is the most comprehensive society in our college or be it in any college. At an actress, you work socially, you work for finance department, you work for marketing. I mean, look at any other society, it has like that one specialized area. Maybe it could be a finance cell, it could be an entrepreneurship cell, it could be any departmental society. But in actors as a society, it is very comprehensive. You get to learn a lot, you get to work in various departments, and all of your core strengths that are required for professional or corporate world are built up in Enactus is the foundation of that, and it is a society, it is an organization that also has an international reach. So that is, I believe, the strength of Enactus ARSD.
I think that answers one of the questions also, where the
yes, yes.
student asked, what do we get
The
from
real
joining the
benefit.
Enactus? So
Yes.
we are actually looking for budding entrepreneurs. Social entrepreneur is what we imbibe in you, because CSR is now a thing to reckon with. Okay, and a lot of you, there are a lot of students who has started their businesses while doing something with the Enactus. Okay, they have had that compassion, and that's what we try to build in you.
Yes,
Vriddhi, you may
totally
continue.
agree with yes, totally agree with what ma'am and Yash said. I think it does working in Enactus does help you find what you really like to do, and it does sharpen and carve your core competencies, and I think it'll help you a lot if you are interested in something to actually apply it in real life. So college is about learning, and I would say Enactus is about applying all those things that you learn about business or commerce or whatever in real life. So that is one thing. Other than that, the questions that we have are basically around how to join the society and things like that.
Even the science
We,
people.
hello.
I was saying even the science people, we need technical minds also.
Yeah, we need technical minds, we need creative minds as well. So if you are in an art society, I mean art stream, even I am from English honors, and if you are interested in business or entrepreneurship in general, I think you should consider joining the society or try giving it a shot. But do keep in mind that you will have to work a lot, and you will have to be on your toes every time, um, and you will have to contribute and give out the best version of yourselves every time you're doing something for the society. So that is one thing. If you're in second year, I think Vrinda, you can give in your application, and we might consider you, but we will prefer the first years. But there is no issue. If you're in the second year, you can apply. There is no I mean there is no restrictions for you.
Trust me, all
Next.
this entire core team has been attached with the society since their first years. They're
Yes.
now in third year. So there is no way that you're going to leave it. You run it with your compassion. Okay. And one thing which I would like to talk about here, a lot of you are a little restless about, you have been writing about, Canva, Filmora, editing. There is a space in the Google form which gives you a free rein that you can write what are you good at. Okay, and that will help us to departmentalize you. So you can write it in there. You will be given an option that you can mention everything you know about all these different departments, or you see any of anything being your strength, you can just put it in the black and blue, and that will that will be taken up when we are scrutinizing your forms. So there is no issue with that. Yes, Vriddhi, you may continue.
Yes. So moving on, I think we have a few questions about do we need to be certified in those skills? It would be great if you're certified in one of those technical skills, but if you're not, and if you have practical experience, if you can submit your samples, or if you can submit the samples of your work, or give us an example or explain how you've been working on that particular skill, I think you're good. Um, Next, criteria of recruitment, as we told you, they're going to be rounds. First of all, there will be a Google form, there will be an application, and then there will be an interview. And I, like ma'am also mentioned, you will be judged on your competencies and the skills that you have, and how willing you are to work for Enactus. So that is one thing. The other thing
That's
is,
the most important thing.
Tuhina, I'm not able to hear you
I was saying
clearly.
that's the most important thing, the willingness to work.
Yes, because a lot of people join in at the time of the interviews and everything. They're very passionate to work, but slowly they're like, no, we can't work. We can't spend so much of time. So, I mean, you have to keep that in mind, that you have to give a particular number of hours to Enactus, student hours. And we understand when you have your exams, we know that you can't work during your exams or when you're super busy. So, we are flexible with that, but otherwise, if we ask you to work or contribute to a project or some task, you have to do it. If you
A
don't
word
have,
of caution here.
yes,
I
ma'am.
think लोगों को ऐसा लग रहा है कि हमें सी आता है या पाइथन आता है या हमको एडिटिंग आती है तो हमको डायरेक्टली डिजिटल टीम में ले लिया जाएगा। इन एक्टर्स में ऐसा नहीं होता। Even when Sudipto was talking about the being head of the digital team, he knows everything what is going on in the Enactus and how these projects are running. Okay, so you're supposed to know about every single department. He has worked in a lot of other departments before being promoted to as a digital head. So don't presume that you working in one marketing department और आपको बाकी project से कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. We work as a we believe in synergy. Okay, that's what we create in the society, and that's what our motto is within the team. Okay, so every one of us knows about what is happening in the society with every single project. Okay, so project Kalakari is not the headache of only the person who is heading the project Kalakari. It is something which is close to everyone's heart. Okay, and that's how we work it. So you will not be recruited for any single department. You will be recruited to Enactus ARST, and you're supposed to work for Enactus ARST, not just one department. Thank you.
Okay, moving on. If you do not have any, Radhika has a question. Like, if you do not have any previous experience, can we be a part of Enactus? So, Radhika, basically, if you have volunteered with some organization or you have the required skills, like if you have some marketing skills or you have some technical skills, I think, and if you, send us a stellar application, will definitely be able to we will definitely be able to, I mean, consider you. So your passion at the end of the day and your willingness to work for the society and the projects is what really matters. Previous experience doesn't hurt, but if you don't have it, I think you can highlight all your other strengths in the application. Moving on, Avi, you were saying that you were the page editor for a nationally recognized newspaper. Okay, that's great. Will there be any work? Yeah, so you can, if you join in Actis, we have a content team and we regularly have to make reports and send it out um, to Enactus India and Enactus headquarters, which is Enactus Global. Currently also we have the race to rethink plastics coming up, so Shaurya and I were working on that form right now, and so we consistently have to send out forms. And I think if you are good in content and if you have been working with some news agency or you were the editor, I think we do have work for you. And you will also enjoy working within Actors because we have really interesting questions and really interesting forms that we fill. And apart from that, for our newsletters and press releases and stuff like that, we do have work for you, so you can consider joining.
Vidhi, can I just add to that?
Sure.
Yeah, so guys, if you're good at creative writing, editing, or you just enjoy writing in general, there is a lot of content work that goes on for like every single post, captions, and like Vidhi mentioned, for our events and reports. So if any of you are interested, you can definitely apply. And like I said, there's a lot of content work that goes on. So yeah.
Vidhi,
Yes,
can I add
so
to that?
yeah, sure.
So the thing is, it is not really important for you to have a specific skill to audition for an artist. Like, it is a add-on for you. Like, if you have a skill, it's a plus point for you. But it is not necessary for you to have a particular skill. Only then you'll get into an artist. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, like even
Absolutely,
if
Yeah,
you
Vidhi.
just enjoy a
Absolutely.
certain thing and you think that you're good at it, even if it's not at like a huge scale or you're not certified, then even then you can like definitely apply.
Like, there's no hard and fast rule that if you are like proficient in something, only then you can get in or you have a chance. Like, you
Yeah.
can try your luck. It totally depends on you as a person and how passionate you are about whatever our cause is, whatever an artist's cause is.
And we track your contribution consistently, so if you're not working, you are being noted. You cannot like just sit in our society and not work. So your progress and your contribution is being tracked consistently because we have to send all these data and the number of hours that you worked with us to Enactus, and on the basis of that, if your contribution has been significant, if you worked for a certain number of hours for the society, then only you get a certificate, as a lot of you have asked. So if you are not working for Enactus and if you're just sitting like a dummy member in the society, you won't get a certificate. So if you're just joining to get a certificate, I don't think that will help, because your contribution and the number of hours you're working with us is being tracked. So yes, that is one thing. The other thing is, the other question that was there is, how many seats are there in Enactus? We do not have a number of a particular number of seats. We welcome everybody, but we welcome limited people, limited applicants. I mean, limited number of members in our team. We only take the best of the best. So I would say that give it your best shot in the application and the interview round. And if you're really passionate to work for Enactus or to make a change in the world, and if you're willing to be a budding social entrepreneur, Enactus is the place for you, and you will definitely get recruited. That was it. I think if I have missed any questions, I think you all can point out. Tuhina, can you check if I have missed any question?
Yeah, I'll check, right. Somebody has asked on the group that how can we register for the society. So we'll put out the registration links. So and you'll get the access on our Instagram page also. So just stay connected there.
Please follow our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and we are very up to date. We keep on posting so that you will not miss out any single information. Vriddhi, can we have our links in the chat box so that they can just copy?
Sure, ma'am. Sudeepta, can you post our Facebook and Instagram link on the chat box? So yeah, that was the next thing that I was coming to. If you have any queries, I would recommend you to send it on our Enactus page. Just send us a direct message there, instead of sending messages to different team members. I mean, we are there for you if you are unable to get through the chat. Get through the direct message of our Instagram page. But it would be better if you send us a message on our Instagram page, which is Enactus ARSD. No space, no gaps, no points. It's just simple Enactus ARSD. So you can follow us there, and you can send us any questions and any messages that you have, and we will try to get back to you there as soon as possible. So yes, we have both of these links. Sudeepto has sent them on the group. And Sudeepto, can you send the LinkedIn link as well? So we are on LinkedIn as well. If you are not on LinkedIn, I would recommend you to create a profile and follow us. So we are on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And whatever is posted on all these three platforms. And
plus college
registration.
website.
Plus the college website, yes. And we are also working on our own website right now. And I hope we'll soon be up with, the website will soon be up, and it will be live. So that will also be there. And the registration forms, as I told you, will be out towards the end of December. And if you have any queries, if you have any...
Meanwhile, you can read a lot about what Enactus is.
Yes.
Okay? There is this website, and just familiarize yourself with the whole concept of Enactus.
Yes, and we also have a page, Enactus page, the main Enactus page, which is headed by Enactus Global. So you can go and check that out as well, about what other teams are doing, what projects they're doing, and maybe get inspired, and maybe give us some suggestions also. And yeah, that is it from our side. If anybody wants to add something, they can.
I think they have had. Yeah.
What? Tuhina, I didn't get you.
I was saying there is a a question in the chat box. The interview will be on our skills, which
No. I think the you got that wrong. It won't be on your skills that you will mention in the Google form. As I said, it will be a comprehensive interview. So everything, including your skills, what you've done and what you want to do, how will you contribute to Enactus, how many hours can you give to Enactus, everything will be there. And we can't really disclose the questions. It will be, I mean, ask you every question that is related to Enactus, social entrepreneurship, what you do, what you have done, and what you will do for Enactus. So do your research work properly. There are tons of websites, tons of resources available for Enactus. There are a lot of Instagram pages, and there is a joke going around that one does not explain Enactus simply. So I do agree, Enactus has a lot of work. Enactus is a very comprehensive society. I mean, we do a lot, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to generating business plans, working for underprivileged communities, and making a difference in the world. I mean, catering to some pressing issues. So yeah, that is it.
Your
Head for the
passion,
business,
your
heart for the world.
compassion, and business acumen.
Tuhina, your voice is breaking. I'm not able to understand you.
To sum up the motto of Enactus,
now.
I would like. Okay, go on, Tuina. Okay, I guess she is muted. To sum up the motto of Enactus, I would like to say that you should have a head for the business and heart for the world. That is our main motto.
Yes, if you have a head for business and a heart for the world, Enactus is the perfect place for you. And I think we've almost addressed all the questions. Ma'am, if you want to say something to add on, if we've missed anything, because I think we must have, not properly, addressed all the questions as you would have. So if you want to add a last note for all the students or all the first years, it would be great.
Vriddhi, I'm so proud of my team. You people always make me proud. Whether it's a seminar, whether it's a competition, or whether it is handling this orientation. Uh, Absolutely wonderful. And I think all the questions have been answered. If you still have any queries, we have given you so many links. You can post your queries there, and my team is super active. We do not delay in answering whatever queries you have. And it will be a delight to see you in the society. But make sure कि कमर कस के आएंगे हम लोग, because we are not free riders. We work a lot. uh, we work ourselves a lot, and our team has to take as much pain as we do in creating those projects and visualizing those projects. So yeah, that's it. I think we're good.
Thank you
Vidhi?
so much,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I'm here. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, the core team and everybody else who joined. Thank you, first years. I hope your college is good, and I hope everything is back to normal soon, and we can, meet in person and probably do a recruitment process in person if it's possible. Um, so I would wish you all the best for this new journey that you've embarked on. And apart from that, I hope you all apply to Enactus and get selected. Thank you for attending the session. That was it from us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anushree. Thank you, Vidhi.